her name means to give thanks. Or, Morgan Freeman's first name, Morgan, means sailor or captain. This is cool because Morgan Freeman has been sailing ships as a hobby since the 60s. Anywho, names are cool. So, in the Bible, they talk about this guy named Joshua. His name does have a cool meaning, but we'll get to that later. Anyways, Joshua is kind of like Moses' intern. He made his coffee, helped him out, that type of stuff. He was also the guy that eventually tipped over a big wall, but you know. After Moses died, Joshua was pretty anxious, which makes sense, going from intern to leader of 2 million people is a bit of a leap to make overnight. But God encouraged Joshua from the start. To show this, I'm going to read Joshua 1, 6 through 9. Be strong and courageous, because you will lead these people to inherit the land I swore to their ancestors to give them. Be strong and very courageous. Be careful to obey all the law my servant Moses gave you. Do not turn from it to the left, right, or to the left, that you may be successful wherever you go. Keep this book of law always on your lips. Meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do everything written in it. Then you will be prosperous and successful. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord, your God, will be with you wherever you go. Even Moses told Joshua to be afraid when he was not to be afraid when he was alive. In Deuteronomy 3, 7 through 8 it says, Then Moses called for Joshua, and as all the Israelites watched, he said to him, Be strong and courageous, for you will lead these people into the land that the Lord swore to their ancestors he would give them. You are the one who will divide it among them as their grants of land. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord will personally go ahead of you. He will be with you. He will neither fail nor abandon you. So the verse I really want to hit on tonight is Joshua 1:9, which says, Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be terrified. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. So in the JPV, or the Josh Paraphrase version, this roughly translates to, Be brave, don't be freaked out or sad, because God will be with you everywhere. So let me ask you a question. If God, the ruler and creator of everything and everywhere, told, not asked, you to be strong and courageous, how would that change your life? Would you talk to that girl that sits alone at lunch? Or maybe you'd tell your friends at sports or scouts about youth group. Now you may be thinking, Josh, this doesn't apply to me. It was said to Joshua over 2,000 years ago. And I understand your concern. But when I looked into it, I found this verse from 2 Corinthians 1:20, which says, For no matter how many promises God has made, they are yes in Christ. So if you believe in God, He'll be with you wherever you go. And I mean everywhere. In the bathroom after some bad fish sticks, at school when you get an F on your test, or at the first summer camp you're going without your parents. God will be there. So remember how I earlier talked about how names have meanings? Well, this is what Joshua means. God saves. And God, isn't this cool? That even before Joshua was born, God laid it on his parents' heart to name their son Joshua. God saves. And God did save. If you keep on reading in the book of Joshua, you'll see how Joshua trusted God to part the Jordan River, walked around Jericho, and ultimately led the Israelites to the promised land. Now, as a bit more of a personal side, as you may have guessed, my name is also Joshua, and I've definitely inherited some of the anxiety of my namesake. At times, I've had panic attacks so bad I physically cannot move, so I get how hard anxiety can be. I remember one time that I was supposed to go to a doctor's appointment. In my heart, I really wanted to go, but apparently my brain had a different idea. So much so that I was carried kicking and screaming to the car. And while my parents were buckling their seatbelts, I unlocked the door and sprinted to the backyard. I hid out there for over a half hour. Why did I hide in my backyard? Honestly, I don't know. All I remember is that it felt like that was the only option. What's cool though, is that God has gotten me through every panic attack, every anxious thought, every fear that I have ever had. It hasn't been easy. With God, I would have been able to survive whatever the world threw at me. He saved. I wanted to give you one more thought that has helped me through some of my darkest hours. Think of where you are right now as a pit, and you're trying to dig a stairway out of the pit. The first step you dig out is going to be the most digging to get done. But every step after that will be easier. Joshua made the first hard step when he told the people of Israel to get ready to leave. Joshua then commanded the officers of Israel, "Go through the camp, tell the people to get their provisions ready. In 3 days you will cross the Jordan River and take possession of the land the Lord your God is giving you." So I guess what I want to end on is this. Have I not commanded you to be strong and courageous? Do not be terrified. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go.